haunted Henry. This is a story about Henry who said he didn't believe in ghosts, but one misty autumn night some spooky things began to happen that Henry couldn't explain. It was a moonlight autumn night on the island of Sidor. The Fat Controller had given Henry and Edward special jobs to do. Henry's job was to take a goods train along the old line. As they waited for their trains, the engines heard the hoot of an owl. Woo! There is a legend that when that old owl hoots, a mist rolls in, said Edward. They say it brings the ghost of a fogman who got lost in the mist long ago and was never found. I don't believe in ghosts, Henry snorted with the puff of steam. And neither should you. Don't you have enough to do without scaring yourself with silly stories? But as Henry steamed off with his good strain, he couldn't help thinking about Edward's story. Owls, mist, and ghosts, he grumbled to himself. Edward's going soft in the boiler. There is no mist tonight. But Henry was wrong. As he chuffed down the old line, a thick blanket of mist settled over the rails. He could hardly see anything but the dark, spooky trees on either side of him. Though the mist, Henry saw a dim glow ahead. "What's that?" he asked fearfully. "It's an amber lamp," his driver said as they got closer. "It's a warning for us to be careful." Henry crept slowly forwards. He soon came to a tree with a sign that read, "Beware the viaduct." "Strange," said the driver. "There is a fogman's coat hanging near the red signal." "Who is there?" he called, but no one answered. "Didn't Edward say the ghost was a fogman?" Henry puffed nervously. "But you don't believe in ghosts, Henry," his fireman teased. "Shall we go back to the yard?" Henry didn't answer. He just steamed away as fast as his wheels would carry him. By the next morning the mist had cleared. A workman reported to Henry's driver that the viaduct was unsafe and being repaired. "We are lucky that we didn't cross it last night," puffed Henry. "Yes, but we still don't know who lit the amber lamps as a warning," said his driver. But Henry knew who had done it. The ghost. And when he learned that, he was to take another train over the viaduct that very night. Henry's wheels whirled with worry. Just then Thomas chuffed into the yard. Henry told him about the legend and the spooky things he had seen the night before. "Rubbish!" Thomas laughed cheekily. "Every Injun knows there are no such things as ghosts." "You were not there," Henry puffed, with a shiver. "If you are so sure, why don't you take my train down the old line tonight?" "No, no, 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 thank you," Thomas peeped, backing away. "I have got a busy day tomorrow and need my rest." And he whisked away as fast as he could. By nightfall, Henry's firebox was sizzling nicely, But he was still worried. As he waited for his driver, he heard the owl's hoot again. Woo! And when Gordon raced past like a clamp of thunder, Henry almost jumped off the rails. Look, Henry is spooked, laughed a truck rudely. The other trucks giggled. Scaredy engine, scaredy engine. I'm not scared, Henry said bravely, but it was not really true. As Henry shunted his trucks down the old line, the mist returned, thicker than the night before. Once again he saw the amber lights glowing through the gloom. Here we go again, his driver said. Steady, steady now. The warning sign was still on the tree. There is Fogman's coat again. Henry gasped as he rolled forwards inch by inch. The trucks had stopped laughing. Now they were as scared as Henry. Suddenly, the signal ahead went red and the gates closed shut by themselves. A light flickered in the old station house and a mysterious figure appeared at the window. The ghost! A ghost! Cried the trucks. Faster, faster! The frightened trucks jumped down the line and crashed through the gates, taking Henry with them. Stop! Stop! Shouted Henry, but the trucks sped on. Up ahead, Henry saw that a landslide of rocks had fallen on the rails. He had to stop. Henry's driver applied the brakes so hard that they screeched. Henry managed to stop the train just in time to avoid a crash. Well done, said his driver. Just then they heard a strange creaky sound. There is your ghost, Henry, smiled the fireman. I think he's chasing us. Henry's driver looked closer. It's old Belly the fogman. I tried to warn you about the viaduct, old Belly told them as he stopped his rusty pump trolley. We are sorry we ignored your warning, said Henry's driver. We thought the viaduct was clear. How can we thank you? I would like to open this old station again, replied old Belly, and I promise I won't scare Henry any more. Soon after, old Belly's wish was granted. The station opened again with a grand celebration. Instead of red fogman's coat, old Belly wore a blue station master's uniform and cap. You will be really useful by warning us of any danger, said a fat controller. Let's hear a big thank you to the friendliest ghost on the door. Henry whistled happily. He always knew there were no such things as ghosts. The end.